In its reality, it is no more than a publicity stunt of Najib trying to win back his flagging support. But you have the extremists in UMNO who would not want to give up the spoils. It's very expensive to become Ketua Bahagian. It's even more expensive to hold positions. And so long as it is expensive, we can only do what Najib has said, to try and cure the perception of corruption. He did not say that we are going to stop corruption. He says cure perception of corruption. But corruption is there. And it's going to be there, and we change that. And it can only be changed by us. One Malaysia is not going to do that. Because Najib is talking about extending Musa Hassan as the IGP. And IGP was during its time, the last few years, the crime rate has increased. The IGP in which we have more than 95 people who have died in custody. Are we to believe that in a 6-month extension, Musa Hassan is going to change? If we believe that, we deserve this government. But more importantly, ladies and gentlemen, is the effect. Najib, in his rush to find a solution, to appease you all, has liberalized the service sector. Ladies and gentlemen, consider today each and every one of you as a mortgage. That mortgage is to Maybank, CIMB, Alliance Bank, Malaysian banks. You pay insurance to Punia, Malaysian insurance company. Unfortunately, you may be driving your Proton, but it's still made in Malaysia. You are working for yourself. But with the liberalization of the services sector, tomorrow you will be paying your rent, you will be paying your mortgage to Citibank. Because their banks are so much bigger when they come in. Our Malaysian banks will not be able to come in. You will be paying your insurance premium to AIA. They may have been bankrupt, but they are bailed out in the trillions, and they will be here. And our insurance company would not be able to fend them off. I don't know whether it's a good thing, but they won't be driving Protons. But the issue is that with the liberalization of the services sector, you are going to have this multinational coming in. Are we ready today? When Barisan Nasional was with Ahmad Badawi in the 9th Malaysian Plan, he says we are not. And I agree we are not. Because we do not have the capacity, we do not have the capability, and we do not have the competence. We needed time. That's why we have the 9th Malaysia Plan. It's supposed to be 2, 0, and 10, where we have the capabilities. But in this knee-jerk reaction, we are inviting them to come in now, when our Malaysian service industry, our Malaysian service providers are not ready. We know the arguments that it is a two-way. But can you imagine that a Malaysian lawyer would be able to open his office in New York and give advice to the Fortune 500 companies? Impossible. None of our Malaysian SMIs are knocking on MITI to ask that they be allowed access into the American market. But it is the developed nations that are knocking on our doors, and we have opened them up when we are not able. And this we will have to remind Najib. We will be paying for it. And if we do not close the doors, our children will be paying for it. The most important issue in attracting FDI is education. I was in Singapore yesterday. I sent my son to enroll in LASALLE Institute of Arts. And they say that they work closely with the industry. They work with Lucasfilms, Pizza Pictures, the leading computer digital companies have all established their offices in Singapore. The curriculum is monitored and discussed with the industry. Most of the students are offered jobs before they graduate. 80% find jobs within 3 months of graduation. But in Malaysia, you have 140,000 that will fail if English is made compulsory. We have 50,000 unemployed and unemployable graduates. This should have been the first priority of Nigeria, not that one small step. So, ladies and gentlemen, it was unfortunate, it was sad, but Teo Beng Kong has woken us up from the song and dance. We now see one Malaysia as it truly is. That there is a lack of political will, a lack of political capability to change. And it is only you, ladies and gentlemen, to stand up, to be counted, to make a change for ourselves and for our children. Thank you very much. Yes,